This is for the kids. It's your brother Ahmed here one more time, offering you with the administration 2 winners if you answer the questions correctly and pay attention and stay quiet. Inshallah, we will ask the question at the end of the khatira, and I will select 2 winners, inshallah. Are you ready? Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. My respected brothers and sisters, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Allah Azza wa Jal says, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. The month we are in is the month where the Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We are proud of the Quran. Every chapter in our holy book is a blessing from Allah Azza wa Jal. Every ayah and every verse is guidance and light. And every letter is a gift from Allah Azza wa Jal. The Quran being the final divine revelation has a code of ethics and moral values. And this code of ethics and moral values, they do not change with time. What was wrong and haram back then, for us as Muslims, is going to be wrong and haram today, and is going to be wrong and haram tomorrow. Our code of ethics and our moral values do not change. And even though we are grateful to be living in a country that allows us to practice our religion freely, we have to be careful, because the society here, the price of freedom is a code of ethics that changes and gets modified with time. Certain behaviors that were not tolerable or accepted back then are now not only accepted, but they are tolerable and they are even encouraged. And if you take a look at that section over there, the kids, this asset that we have, this precious asset that we have, they grow up with a conflict. The conflict between home and school. The conflict between home and society. From one end, you're teaching them that the code of ethics does not change, and from the other end, they're seeing codes of ethics and modifications happen all around them. Sometimes your teachings are going to hold in place, and your kids, by the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal, they're going to be on as-sirat al-mustaqim. But that's not the case for all children. Some kids will take a wrong exit. And as soon as they take that wrong exit, the shaitan is waiting for them. And so, if I was to ask you, don't raise your hand, but if I was to ask you, how many of you here tonight were born in a different country, I would probably get between 50 to 75% maybe. We came to this country so that we can give them over there a better quality of life, a better education, a better standard of living, and I'm here to tell you congratulations. because I am confident that your kids are living a better quality of life and getting a better education than we did. There's no doubt. Sunnatul Hayat. They are definitely getting a better standard of living than us. So congratulations, because you have invested and invested well in their secular teaching, hopefully for a great career. Now comes the question, how much have you invested in their deen? You've done a great job to provide for them a better home than the home that you were living in. And you've done a great job to ensure that they get a great education. How much investment? And I know that the answer is individualized, everybody's different. Ask yourself, how much, if you have kids, or even ask your own self, how much have I invested time and money in me to learn the book of Allah Azza wa Jalla? Tonight, and all throughout the US, masjids are holding fundraisers. And they are asking for your donations. And they are asking for your support. And the majority, alhamdulillah, of speakers, they will talk about the benefits of sadaqah, the benefits of infaq, the benefits of charity, and how when you do charity, it expiates your sins, and whatever you give here, you will find it, insha'Allah, multiplied, ad'afan, 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 from Allah Azza wa Jal. Fil akhirah, this is all fantastic. But what worries me are those kids. What worries me personally, and what should worry you if you have kids, is the conflict that these kids will be growing in our society. So I'm going to share with you, as a student of the Quran and a scholar, a verse to show you what you really should be investing in. Surah Yasin, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Yasin wal-Qur'an al-Hakim. Allah Azza wa Jal is swearing in this surah and taking an oath by the Quran that is Hakim. What does Hakim mean? Hakim means the Quran that is full of wisdom. But just as you've known me throughout the past few years, any Arabic word can have multiple meanings. It's not that simple. So let's go back to the root of that word. Hakama. Hakama means to judge. Al-Hakam sometimes is referred to as, you know, the referee in a match. Hakam al-Mubarak, the referee of a match. Al-Hakim is the ruler. Al-Hukm is the judgment. Hakim means wisdom. There's something else in that word that is so beautiful. And I want you to envision this. Hakam al-Faras is a piece of metal, hadida, توضع في فم الفرس. It's a piece of metal called the bit, and it's placed inside the mouth of a horse, where the reins attach. And you control that horse through this bit, so that if the horse wants to go fast, if the desires want to leash out, you can always control that horse. If you want the horse to go to the right, you pull on the rein, which pulls on that bit, which is called hakim. This is the translation. Now let's do the reflection and the tadabbur. The Quran is the book that's full of wisdom, endless, hakim. The Quran is the book that is going to be the benchmark. يُحْكَمُ بِهِ النَّاسِ is going to be the benchmark of truth by which me and you will be judged by. The Quran is the book that is like the rain that is going to control your desires. So every time you go astray from the straight path, from the Sirat al-Mustaqim, the Quran brings you back to as-Sirat al-Mustaqim. Yasin wal-Quran al-Hakim. And so to me, when you find an institution that has all of these programs that I've asked administration, you cannot donate to a masjid when the masjid is not itself investing in Al-Quran Al-Hakim. This masjid, mashallah, has programs that will teach them how to control their desires. And it's up to you whether you register yourself in some of the programs that the masjid here offers for adults and for women and for kids. The programs are here. They're offered to everyone. The only question is, are you signing up for them or not? Are you bringing your kids to them or not? This is the true investment. Just like you care so much about their secularism, invest in a place that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said في hadith Abi Hurairah, أحب البلاد إلى الله. The best places, the most beloved place to Allah is the house of Allah. You are investing في أحب البلاد إلى الله. It's the house of Allah. So I'm going to read here some of the things. The second page? Oh, this is the expense report. Okay. The IMAAM Center. Okay, this is I have not prepared this, so I'm not going to read this. I'm going to let you guys read this. I'm a khatib. I'm going to let you guys do the finances. Inshallah, I want you to think and invest in IMAAM Center, invest in the Quran, invest for the sake of the kids over there that are going through this conflict between what we teach them at home and what we teach them and what they are being taught in school. And that's my thought for tonight. Subhanallah wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Are you guys ready for your prizes? No? Alhamdulillah. All right, first question. 3 different meanings to the word Hakim in Surah Yasin. What?
Hey, you. No. No one?
No one?
Next question.
Okay, just give me 2 meanings to the word Hakim, not 3.
Right there.
You give me an example.
Okay, well, we have somebody here. On the right? Okay.
Louder.
We have done an introduction.
Wisdom and tijara. MashaAllah. You may collect your 100, I mean 10. Why do I always say 100?
You have to ask the parent.
I say 100 too, right?
10 times.
Oh, 10 times. Yes, Al-Hasan bi-ashri amthaliha, right? Yes. Alhamdulillah. Okay. The second question. Give me just 2 reasons why we should donate generously to our beloved masjid.
Next to you.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you want. With the black jacket, yeah, you. Yeah, you jumping, yeah. Yeah, you. Yeah.
I heard a mouse. Someone squeaked.
Yeah, it's you. Answer. We need the answer.
Oh, you playing? He playing. No, I don't want.
Oh, you
I feel
know.
like I need to give you the $10 just for
Just
this.
playing.
Okay, you. Okay, that's good enough.
Expensive stuff, mashallah. You know what? You did a better job than me. Wallah, you did a better job than me. But I am going to read some of this because the brother worked hard on preparing it, even though I don't like to do the finances. But there's an updated HVAC project. The survey and engineering cost is $31,643. The available funds are $187,370. The installation of the new HVAC system will amount to $1.1 million. We are seeking additional funds of $400,000. The masjid expenses are $66,500. The water expense is $18,643. I have never seen this number before, mashallah, wow. The electricity is $13,762. Can we turn off some lights? The gas is $7,371. Waste is $9,670, and the building maintenance is $16,900. And there's a plan to hire a new staff with an annual salary of $90,000. I am not that ustaz, but I will be applying for that job. The program is $30,000 fund to invite scholars for other organizations such as the Aqim Institute and the Medina Institute. The monthly youth and young adult events, soccer, dining gathering, the weekly halaqah, the Reach Out program to visit Muslim brothers, the new Muslim classes and sessions, the Sisters Weekly Halaqah. I cannot believe that you did not mention the advanced tafsir class that I have been teaching.
You should put your number there and then I can put that. No, you should put your number there and I can write that.
I give an advanced tafsir class for free. Just Amma, we finished Surah Al-Naba and we're halfway through Surah Al-Nazi'at. MashaAllah, we're doing a great job and it's not even on the report. The payroll and the stipends are $200,000. Brothers and sisters, with all honesty, I have never expected that the masjid funds are this much. Please, like I said, if you're donating money to this masjid or any other masjid, let's get serious now. You need to ensure that does this masjid offer programs to help me understand the book of Allah or not? Because if the masjid is taking from you money but not offering back programs, then don't invest in this masjid. But if you find a masjid that is teaching you Al-Quran al-Hakim, you want to be in this masjid. And you want to sign yourself up for a program that teaches you Arabic and teaches you Al-Quran al-Hakim so you can understand what the true beauty. In just a few minutes, I was able to explain to you what derivatives of the word Hakim that you can get. And that's just one word. Imagine, inshallah, I want to see all of you, inshallah, for the programs and the tafsir class that I give and all of the youth programs, inshallah. I'm going to leave this to the administration to continue the financial report. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.